Hey guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and welcome to another mini general discussion video. I haven't really made any of these types of discussion videos in a while. I think the last one I made was last year, well sometime last year, I don't 100% remember. But as of time of me recording this video and uploading it, Nintendo has just released a update video on the Switch 2. And when I saw this, I was genuinely surprised because at the time I was just having lunch, and before I even had a chance to finish my lunch, it just dropped just randomly, and that was quite surprising. And I think the video Nintendo released just said an update on the Switch 2, and it was roughly a 2 minute and 20 second roughly ish video of them just showing off the Switch 2, as well as showing about a 5 to 10 second clip of one of the upcoming games, that being the next Mario Kart game. And that was all very surprising, and from the way that it looks interesting. It is basically a larger Switch, but with new controllers, in that with the original Switch, I'll quickly go get my controllers real quick. So, what I mean by this, with the Switch, this is my Switch Joy-Con controller. You just do that with the Switch controllers, and then they're done. And then you can just put them back into the controller or the Switch by just sliding them on. With the Switch 2, it looks like they are magnetic or something like that, in the sense that once you can just take them off and on without having to do the whole switching them like that sort of thing. So that's quite cool. And also the back part, the sort of stand thing on the back of it is also, you can also move it down to you can have it any which angle. So if you look at the original Switch, it just had that small stand backup thing. Then with the OLED, you have the big stand thing, and it's kind of similar to that with the Switch 2. And also the controls are more updated, so they're not they're similar to these controllers, but larger and more updated-y, kind of. And from what I've seen, and I think what everybody else has seen, it looks really cool. And there's a huge part of me that thinks, oh, this is a really cool Switch console thing. It looks really cool. I like the updated designs to it. But on the other hand, to me, there's another part of me that feels like this could go or has a similar thing to the Wii U, in that if you look at the Wii to Wii U transition, with the Wii U, it was a revolutionary. It was basically just a box, or a small rectangular box that could play a lot of games. And it got motion controls and nunchucks and stuff like that. But with the Wii U, there wasn't really much of a difference. The only difference was that you just had a gamepad, and that was it. And there's a part of me that feels like that's what the Switch 2 looks like a bit, where it's nothing really new. It's just a larger Switch with new controllers. But I do hope that it's not that. I do hope those worries can be put to rest when the Switch 2 does come out. And apparently, it's coming out this year. Probably, I'm guessing, towards the end of this year. Probably November, December time. Maybe late November, early December, maybe. So that Nintendo can get that holiday Christmas rush going on. And yeah, and also, there's also going to be a Nintendo Direct focusing on the Switch 2, which I'm really excited for, because with this Direct we can see what new games that could be seen and be played on the Switch 2. So far, I've said, as I said earlier in this video, there's only been seen a clip of a new Mario Kart game, and it's just Mario and crew just starting a race. That's it. We haven't seen anything else. That's just it. And it looks cool, but I do hope we could see more games. Maybe more first-party games, so a new 3D Mario mainline game that isn't Mario Kart. Maybe a a new Zelda game, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, and also there's going to be a hands-on event in April, and that's going to happen like a few weeks. I would say two. I think 2 weeks or so after the event, because I think it's happening on the 11th, either the 11th to the 13th, or the 21st to 23rd of April. So that's about a few weeks or so after the events, or after the main direct. I'll probably put a screenshot of where I saw, where I heard about the hands-on event somewhere on screen. But yeah, and for that event you have to have like a Nintendo online account or something. I'm not 100% sure. Remember, I'm remembering bits and pieces of it, and that's basically just a hands-on on what the Switch 2 could be. And overall, I think the Switch 2 looks cool, and I think it's going to be one of those things where a lot of the YouTube content creators, like the Nintendo creators, people who make video game content like myself, are going to be making a lot of content about this. Just talk about the Switch 2 until it comes out, because of how much we're going to be seeing from the people who go to see the hands-on event to everyone else and everyone who watches the direct. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of content coming out in the next year. So yeah, so from what I can see, the Switch 2 looks cool. It looks like this really cool bit of updated to the Switch. It's probably an update the Switch desperately needed, because if you look at the last few years in terms of games consoles, we've had the PS5 and the Xbox, the current Xbox. I think it's like the Xbox Series X. I'm not 100% sure, because all Xboxes are just, here's an Xbox with a new name and nothing really much else. But overall, if you look at those consoles compared to the Switch, the original Switch was released back in 2017. A long time ago, about, I think 7 or so. I think, yeah, about 7 years ago. Or 7 to 8 years ago, roughly. But yeah, and they're kind of outdated now. So with the Switch 2, we're going to be seeing a lot more games and stuff like that. So new games that's updated to the console's hardware and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully we can see what kind of games we're going to be seeing as the first line party sort of first few games to be released within the first few months or so of the Switch 2, as well as what we can see throughout its lifespan. So yeah, so that's been my sort of mini general discussion about the Switch 2. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.